Between November and December of last year, I came back to my 2D game engine after a month break. The truth is, I didn't really want to come back. I've been dreaming about making a 3D game, and I was also having troubles with fun C++ bits. I decided to try something else. I left my engine and took on a new adventure, which, well, I promise is gonna be really interesting. So what 3D game do I want to make? Well, I was thinking about it for a while, and then it struck me. What if we make a survival game that will have infinite worlds, that you could do anything? Yeah, I'm making a blog game, but before that I had to pick a language I wanted to use. I was choosing between C, which on the surface was really simple, but gave you powers to make pretty much everything, and Rust, which has a lovely community supporting it. In the end, I picked Rust, mostly because I became fond of the community and the ecosystem around it. The language forces you to write good and safe code, which was a huge benefit for me. Also, I just want to tell how much I f***ing despise the C build system. I couldn't even get OpenGL to build. After watching some random tutorial from 1974 on Rust Basics, I was ready to tackle the big stuff, but then came a problem. I originally wanted to use OpenGL for C, and I wanted to do the same with Rust, but Rust has a bunch of OpenGL binding libraries that have different levels of complexity, different amount of documentation, tutorials, etc. Finding the right library was a pain in the neck. Finally, I found GLRS, the simplest and most true to C OpenGL library I could find. That way I could easily follow most OpenGL tutorials, namely learnopengl.com, which I absolutely love and I encourage you to learn from. And that's what I did. For a few days I was using the page to learn how to make a basic 3D renderer. Now my Minecraft game started to get some shape, but then disaster struck. Well, you see, when you generate a Minecraft-like chunk, there are a bunch of faces, aka vertices, aka memory, that you don't see, so the resources used there are wasted. I was working on the algorithm that would render only the faces that are visible to the player. In the middle of that I went on a holiday, and upon returning I was totally lost in the project. I wanted to add Perlin noise to generate cool-ass terrain. I wanted to have block placing, and I had to finish the optimization. And honestly, I struggled with everything. I needed help. I talked with a guy on Discord that was also making a Minecraft clone. We were talking about my project and he asked, "Why don't you use Bevy?" Bevy? So I decided to try Bevy. Switching from bare minimum to a game engine was pretty difficult for me. I knew I wanted to make games more than anything, and implementing everything yourself may not be the greatest idea, but I spent a lot of time in this world, and I was comfortable in it. But I knew I had to change. In the last week or two I've been learning Bevy, and I must say that I'm positively shocked. It turned out that working with an engine is not as bad as I thought. I haven't done anything serious yet. I plan on releasing my progress with Bevy in around a month or two. I think that then I'll have a bit more to show. But for now, thanks a lot for watching.